Let's scout out this rail bridge. To get to the harbor, we need to cross the rail bridge, but the bridge is closed by a checkpoint. This isn't going to be easy. Let's pay a visit to the bridge and see the checkpoint for ourselves. We go in. They're like, do you have papers? No. You're under arrest, Snake. Damn it. Why'd I just casually visit it? Alright, your job is to observe and assess the security situation on the rail bridge. How many soldiers are deployed there, and whether there are barricades or other heavy defense measures in place. You know these things if we're going to cross over to the other side. Proceed to the position from which you can observe the bridge. But, like, what if... Now, hold on here. We just take everybody. Damn it, Snake. That's not... You can't just keep doing that.
What if we take the whole base?
Guy doesn't have a disguise here. Oh. I am your superior officer. Just... I want to check what's going on in here. Don't look. Don't look.
Huh? Freeze.
And just to observe, I found right as I opened that door, all that guy had to do was look left, and I would have been in trouble, but he's like, don't see anything.
Oh, the door opened. Weird. Moving on.
Let's just go to where you need me to go. I thought maybe there'd be something in there, but let's just go where you need me. Like, Snake, observe it. Got it. Hey, Sergeant, soldier guy, high lieutenant, whatever, you do it. What? Yeah, it's you. Yeah, but you have a hat. Staring. This looks like it's gonna be difficult. If I can hide in a room and knock everyone else coming to me, I might have a chance. Snake, you gotta come up with a better strategy than that. What? The bridge is completely blocked by trucks? Great, just what we needed. Alright, that's enough for now. Head back to the truck. We'll have to think of another way. We're gonna need TNT. Alright, what next? They're using those trucks as roadblocks. And based on the numbers from the checkpoint, it looks like security on the bridge is as tight as a noose. I'm talking tight, meaning there's almost no way we'll be able to sneak across it unseen. I hate that my mind, as he was saying tight, he's like, hey, Snake, that reminds me. Who was that girl you talked to? It's like, no, Campbell. Come on now. We lack the manpower to take them head on and break through, and sneaking through seems out of the question. So we need to figure out something other than some other way to thin out their numbers. A diversion, huh? Exactly. If we can create some commotion by blowing up an enemy facility or prominent landmark, they'll send in reinforcements to deal with that situation. Looks like they got a relatively large force deployed on the bridge, so I'm thinking this is the first place they
In
pull
other
from
words,
people.
I'm thinking of committing terrorism.
Good thinking. I guess all that's left to figure out where we should blow sky high. Probably best to take out a key enemy facilities or place with things that look susceptible to demolition.
Their food supply. They're already desperate for food anyway, so...
That's what the spy unit's for, isn't it? Aha! You're catching on, Snake. Let's deploy our spy unit. But where's to send the spies? Well, that's up to you. We'll also need some TNT. We're surrounded by military facilities. The supply depot and likely places have some. Okay, I'll look for TNT. Roger. Then get prepared for Operation Diversion. We got TNT. Diversion. We've located a truck on the peripheral road. Sources indicate this is the ideal point of detonating an explosive, thus igniting an enemy diversion. Need to divert some of the guards away from the rail bridge. If we blow up a parked truck, I'm guessing at least a few of those guards will be sent to the supply depot as reinforcements. We need a nice big fireball and grab their attention. Locate an armory in the southeastern quadrant of the base. Detonate, cause a distraction. Need to divert some of the guards. If we blow up an armory, I guess that will send them in. We've located the culture tank that houses the child soldier. This is a recommended point to detonate explosives in order to distract enemy units.
Blowing up a child soldier.
It's just the culture tank. I also don't really want to go back to the fucking research lab after what we just did earlier, when I ran around there like a moron. We need to divert some of the guards away. I should really make sure someone has TNT before I do this. Depending on who's going in there. My best men will have TNT. It said something about blowing up a parked truck. If I just, like, put the TNT on my truck? Like, no, Snake, we lost all of our units. Everyone's dead. Who's calling me? Get out of here. This is a sabotage operation. Make sure you correctly identify the target position and be careful with that TNT. Good luck. Being my mom.
Sorry. I don't even want to say what I was thinking. Oh, gross. Snake is just completely out of touch with, like, anything. He's like, come over here and breastfeed me if you want to be my mom. Like, what the fuck,
nipple.
Snake?
What was that? Who's that?
Wait, but I'm in a disguise. You know, it said chameleon. Maybe I just don't fit in here because I'm too high ranking.
Freeze. What's that?
So no one's gonna...
They're coming to check on it, I think. Thought I was just gonna walk up to him and have a good time, but no.
I also like that, like, Snake's conversion success rate is 100%.
Yeah. He's the legendary hero. Look, it's worked all of the time when I'm in a disguise and I say, hey guys, I'm in a disguise, and then run up to them. For the most part, unless I sneak walk at him or punch. But also, if we're talking about nipple sucking and being mommed, yeah, that's not also how that works either. I don't know which part of it we're talking about, because John's words finally registered in my head what we were talking about.
Yeah, I'm sorry for saying it. I didn't want to, but it got to a point where I just couldn't keep it in anymore. You know how I roll.
Like the breast milk?
Yes. Like all of my breast milk.
Okay, it's worked so far, so I don't know what was the problem. I've always ran at a guy, full sprint, tapped him on the shoulder, choked him out, and then was like, you're my new friend. I have to blow up a parked truck. The only truck so far, because I haven't gone far, is right here. Could just blow this one up. I don't know if there is another truck. There's only like, be the only place it's parked unless it's actually in the shed.
What the?
What the?
Nothing here.
Then they should make a red chameleon. Plus, there are him walking around. I literally just kidnapped one of them. I'm him now. That has to be the truck. There's not like a whole lot of other I mean, I can blow it up and then they'll be in a panic.
Blow yourself up. Sorry. Now stay right there and activate it.
It does seem like a
Captain goes down
Jonathan.
with the ship.
It does sound like a Jonathan move. Snake, you blew up our truck. It's like, what?
All our men are dead.
Good work. Now hurry
They're
back.
in there like a cloud car.
Yeah, that's all we're doing. We're all stationed in a truck. Yeah, well, that's one way to creep. Get it. Some of the guards on the bridge just left in a big hurry. Let's move on to the next target. I really don't want to, but sure. The other ones were the research lab and the Soviet patrol base. Ugh, I don't want to go back here. The first operation went exactly as planned. One of the guards already left his post. Good start. Let's keep it up. Now we gotta find that culture tank.
Snake, isn't it really handy how we can sneak across the entire island in a car and no one pays attention?
Yeah, they're like, there was a strange truck that pulled up, but what do we know? God, we're here again. I literally knocked everyone else here out and then didn't realize I was in the wrong location after like 40 minutes. I am Snake. I am Snake. Problem with this place is the fucking scientists. They're all gonna be like, oh my god, and I'm panicked, and you smell.
Right. My hair just flipped down in front of my face and reminded me of something. So the other day when I was at work, my hair was down. I had a realization that I look a lot like, or not like Charles Manson specifically, but I have like a serial killer vibe when my hair flips the other way for some reason. Anyway,
All right.
no, but it became kind of a joke, and when I was out, or today, whatever, my coworker, my hair flipped forward, and then she started pointing at me and just going, Manson, Manson, but kind of loud. That was like a moment of like look around and panic and be like, oh god, no. Like, this is not something you can yell.
Screaming it.
No, because it was like, I mean, it's an inside joke, so it's funny, but like at the same time, it's like, wait a second, in public you can't just do that. Oh, god. Anyway, these are,
This is how you get by on your day-to-day.
yeah, this is my life. Everything weird and wrong. Ah!
I want more. It's like, are you sure? We have no food supply.
We're running out of chicken soup, believe it or not.
Never before did I think that would happen.
The actual problem is I've run out of chickens. We keep putting more people in the van. I have to keep letting more chickens go. Wait,
Freeze.
whoa, what the fuck happened to my vision? I thought you were the one who flipped.
No, it's fine. It's my body double.
I was like, I know you look the same because there's no variation at all between these guys. U.S., then all Russians look the same. Can I say that?
In uniform.
In uniform. Thank you, Hideo Kojima, for bringing to light the Hell Russians.
The leader.
Menu full. So the one dude has impervious to like adult magazines, basically, or is impervious to them. Like, but what I'm trying to get at is those magazines. They've got to be like 16 by 16 in terms of resolution.
Yeah. How the hell can you even? How can you even enjoy it?
Yeah, exactly. Did you just fall through the ground? What the? Oh.
There's a slight bump in the road.
You just pause your hands, go up, you're like, ooh,
Yeah!
menu time!
At least they marked it with the thing when I'm supposed to blow up, because I would have been looking around looking for that coffin thing from before, thinking that was the tank. Like, no, it's that thing, so... I don't know what the range is on how close I have to be or far away to blow something up, but...
Stand right next to it to be sure.
Even bother trying to catch him, it just...
Now that you slammed your head into amnesia, we're gonna take you in. We're all amnesiacs here. We're all the perfect soldier.
Who needs some one perfect soldier when we could just be about 20 guys in a group?
Well, no, it's more so like because they were saying like, oh yeah, we wipe his memory or whatever after everything.
Yeah, who needs
And
tech?
it's like,
Just use a brick.
yeah, exactly. Next thing's like, oh, I didn't have a problem. I made like 20 of these guys. How'd you do it? Well, I slammed their head into the ground multiple times.
I'm in my neck. Nice work. We'll be waiting for you back at the truck. The truck. Yes, another success. More guards are leaving the rail bridge. Let's keep it up. Time to pick the next target. Kill it fish has joined your squad.
Alright, so if they're leaving the bridge, but the thing is, like, days are passing, so it's like, you'd think they would go back to their positions.
Thanks. I like how this guy came with a scorpion after I went through all the trouble of getting a scorpion. Gonna have a knife.
You know, my brain is, like, I'm so used to playing, like, RPGs that have, like, a currency system that I just realized there is no money in this game.
Nope, it's all about stealing.
Yeah, like, it just registered for, I'm like, I just sat there, I'm like, right, I'm not used to playing games that have no form of currency. That's weird.
Soviet patrol base. What the fuck am I destroying here? Armory in the southeastern quadrant of the base. Oh, hopefully it's lit up for me, but if not, I'll just I don't remember. Seems to be working. Two of the guard units at the rail bridge have already left. There's a few more diversions, they'll empty out. Find the army and then use the TNT to blow it sky high. As an added bonus, it should cripple the enemy's ammo supply chain. So, like, do it or something. I don't know. Think you ever take a nap? Fuck no. Sabotage mission. Identify the correct position. Be careful with the TNT. Fuck bitches. Always the bitches. Down there. Okay. If I don't fuck with anyone, it should be a simple just walk in, plug the thing up with TNT, and walk out. I'm already almost there. Hey, Jim, mind if I come on in? Name's Terrence.
Huh? What was that?
What is the most... So I need to help a friend out with doing yard work and whatnot tomorrow. And I'm trying to figure out the most disturbing way I could be like, what time do you want to get dirty tomorrow? Like, is there any way to, like, word that worse?
Can't wait to roll around in the dirt with you. I don't know.
No, I gotta make it like innuendo. For the sole purpose of getting disappointment. Wait, that came out wrong. For the sole purpose of disappointing... Fuck it! God, I am not good with my words right now.
Freeze. Huh? What was that? What happened?
Oh my god, what happened? What happened? Yeah, so wanna get dirty?
Well, I need to ask, like, what time?
And then what time do you want to get down and dirty?
Down and dirty. Is that too much?
Depends on how far you want to go with it. Or you can just take the blunt route and just be like, can't wait to fuck.
I wouldn't do that, no. Even I have a limit on my, like, fuckery. At least in real life.
We're gonna fuck, ... the ground up. Looks like we've done it. Good work.
I
Head
should
back.
have never asked for help with this.
Yeah, I'm not the best person with it. There's a reason I don't talk to people.
There's a reason people don't ever talk to me.
Boom, haha. Did you see the size of that explosion? The enemy's gotta be pissing their pants by now. Security on the bridge is down to almost nothing. I'd say we pretty much
little
achieved
piss
our objective.
babies. Sorry,
Of course, I wouldn't complain if you took out one more target.
I really like
Flying
explosions.
fish. Sources indicate that there is a shotgun stored on the rail bridge. Like, if there was one more, we don't have another one, man. Wasp has joined your squad. Viper has joined your squad. Platypus has joined your squad. Here's the situation. Our diversion was a success. The security presence on the rail bridge has been reduced dramatically. Now we can go into the harbor. Yeah, finally. And I wonder what Lisa meant by what she said. You'll find what you're looking for there. What the hell could it be? Beats me, that's what we're going to find out. But something tells me we're not going to be happy when we do. Right. Let's get a move on. We need to cross the bridge and get to the east side. East? I thought you said west.
Oh God, right. I need to figure out. So I was scrolling through my phone with. Oh, there's more cutscene.
Guard situation on the bridge looking good, huh? Then we'll have to do now is cross over. We're heading to the east side of the peninsula.
All right, so I was scrolling through my phone, and you know, in the depths of despair of fuckery that I save on that thing, I came across a GIF of like SpongeBob licking the like Squidward's body, but
Sounds about
in a
right.
freaky way, and not in a like, oh, I found this on some site and saved it for a rainy day kind of thing. So it looks like it was legitimately part of an episode, and I have no idea which one. Because, like, he reaches up, lifts Squidward's shirt up, and then just starts licking the shit out of him while Squidward is screaming. And I can't imagine that that was, like... Anyway,
Oh, I did hit him.
Nice. Yeah, so I'm just saying this because I don't know why I'm making conversation. Hey, how you doing?
I don't
I have
know.
a GIF
There's a
of
lot of
SpongeBob
times.
licking Squidward.
There's a lot of times where his tongue is just out. So
I know, it's like, that's the thing. It's like, I didn't save it because I'm into that kind of thing, but I saved it because I'm like, I can't tell what is real and not anymore with that show.
you know, I think the more we have these conversations, I think the more I appreciate the more like simple conversations I get out of DK.
No. I think it's the other way around. You miss the spice.
I was trying to scratch the inside of my mouth. I swear I wasn't biting my lip because of what you just said.
Why would you be... What?
I was scratching my mouth with the upper part of my teeth.
How the fuck? I'm trying to do that myself. How the fuck does that work?
Looks like I have an overbite when I do it.
Who's that?
Again, I have like really fucked up teeth, so.
Like, yeah, I physically cannot do that. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, how the fuck does that one work? Like, I usually use my tongue. It just sounds like I'm sucking things. But I'm not. I'm like sucking my own tongue. You ever suck your tongue?
Guy's a tough cookie.
Keep beating him. I enjoy it.
Couldn't CQC this man. Also kind of looks like the Gene character, but either way,
Either way, he's mine now.
got me a bitch. Like your belt, where'd you get yours? Is that a backpack? Does it have like 50 camouflages in it? I miss when I had camo. Guess I could have stopped you at that box, but I didn't. I'm gonna deliver you personally. Like a baby boy. Got down here. Chaff group. Someone's chafing. Hey, Snake, do you ever, like, take that outfit off? Nope. Got a rash all over my body. Horrible pain.
Like raw skin under here.
Snake, it's gonna be difficult to get across, even though we lowered the security, and it was just a shield guy and whoever that fucking dude was, and whatever else is going on in here. Like that no one was alerted to the gunshots at the end of the thing where that guy was fighting me inside that building. Like how there's the objective, just go to the thing, but then I'm like, but what if I explore, get caught, and have like a million more problems?
A million more problems that are soon to be a billion more teammates.
Who's that?
Yep.
I love how he frickin' like Snake always aims straight ahead first. He's like, oh, I gotta aim down now.
Not today. Gonna need a cleanup on the end of the bridge. More coming. Is there gonna be a guy with a shield? Nope, it's another one of these guys. Oh, you passed out easy. Alright, well, I think everyone's asleep. Where I can hide so I can, deliver this a little faster. I'm gonna need to bring some people with boxes up there. I need 24-hour shipping right now. Same day shipping, please. Something. On my way, Snake. I'm sorry. There. Matter, just need people over here. I like that everybody runs like they learned from Snake, like slightly hunched over, has a back problem. Gotta run with authority. Go there. Hide, because I'm range. Go. Donkey. Go. Alright, Shrek.
The fuck?
I fucked a dragon.
Don't ask me how that one worked. Like, I need my dick to be the size of my whole body.
Painful.
Maybe that is what I did. Crawled up inside that. Never mind. Never mind, I'm stopping. Oh. Why can't couches be beds?
I mean, they fold out to be beds. They used to. I don't know if they still have them.
That's called a futon, and I don't have. Wait, I have one. Never mind.
The ones that have mattresses stored in them.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That would fold out.
I used to have. My parents used to have that freaking style of couch.
Because that was one of the old couches that was really comfy. Even it was more comfy to be a couch than it was the actual bed with springs and all that shit.
Yep. Oh my god, that's a freaking memory. I forgot about that. My parents always used to yell at me too because the thing was like basically a metal death trap. And pulling that thing out was just like a don't do that again. Like there's a good chance you're gonna cut yourself with rust.
Yeah, I think at some point we just ripped the mattress out of it, and we would just, if somebody was gonna sleep, they would sleep on the mattress that was on the floor. Like we just put it on the floor instead of having to go through the trouble of bring this, like set this whole thing up that takes up half the living room.
Yep, exactly. Oh my god.
And then someone finally discovered futons was the thing we should do.
The best part is that back in the day when we used to play on Xbox in high school, like that was the same couch I used to sit on all the frickin', or basically sleep, like when I would fall asleep on the frickin' mic. Like, that was the couch I was on, but it wasn't the bed part, because I kind of forgot that there was a bed inside there, so, you know, just fell asleep in the most uncomfortable positions possible.
To be honest, I have a, like, even though there's no reason for me to have it working, but like I have one of those tiny, like, TV VHS combos where it's literally a VCR and a TV, little, like a really small one, and I'm like, I just want to have it on just for the sake of like this old thing that I just used to, like the classics, but there's I don't have any really, one, I don't even know if it fully works. I think it still does, but I just have no tapes to use on it, and the only way to get it to actually have any like TV sort of functionality is having one of those like antenna things that you can get that lets you watch cable or like TV for only like select few channels.
You know, I just had a moment of realization that VHSs had both like audio and video on their like band.
And you always had to make sure to rewind it, and if you rented the movie at like Hollywood Video or something that someone didn't rewind, you have to sit there and fucking rewind it before you can even watch it.
Yeah, but it's, oh my god.
Good times.
Yeah. It just sent me back through like a bunch of memories of especially like how for like a good period of time in my family I was the only one who knew how to work the DVD player, and by that I meant hit rewind and play. And somehow that was too hard for the rest of my fucking family.
Now your mom plays a lot of games.
Yeah. But good gosh.
I mean, I'm still that way. I still have to fucking solve simple problems because like everything keeps changing every day, and I'm like, it's not really changing that much. You just don't want to like you just don't invest the time to learn it.
Mm-hmm. No, shut up, game. I went, you don't go, I'm really glad that Jonathan's going to be a core member for this entire game.
Yeah, as long as he don't die.
Don't say that.
Unless I get him killed or the game takes away a shit ton of people on me, I don't know. Excellent,
gonna-
we made it through without a scratch. Hurry on to the harbor.
The only way Jonathan's going to go out is by blowing himself up in some spectacular way. Like the frickin' cutscene.
Based on what Snake said he heard from that female soldier, the thing we're looking for is at the harbor. Right now, we still don't have a clue what it is. It could have something to do with Fox's rebellion. In any case, the fact is we need every little bit of intel we can get. Sneak into the harbor and conduct a search as you see fit. Of course, you should still exercise caution and be extra alert for any security. We can't rule out the possibility that this is a trap. Can't tell you how many times I've been sweet-talked by a broad into getting my ass kicked. We have confirmed the presence of a soldier being held captive in a jail cell located in the enemy frontline patrol base. A prisoner. They could be useful. Maybe we take a slight detour to find said prisoner. Wish it was at the Soviet base. Being in the enemy frontline patrol base. Jaws has joined your squad.
Oh, God.
Alright, now that we handled that, now we can go to the harbor. She said you'll find what you're looking for there. Looks like we'll find out what she was hinting at soon. Get that intel. No. I didn't mean to say no. Saved me. Thank you, Snake. What can I do? Go in that spot. Oh, okay. Your mission is to investigate the harbor based on what she provided. And guys, next time one of you tries to get a young chick to spill juicy info, make sure you get the damned specifics. Conduct a thorough search of the harbor. Campbell out. We don't even know what we're looking for. We'll get it when we see it.
Does any game still have, like, spinning pickups?
Like that? I have no idea.
Because it has such a nostalgic vibe, and I really enjoy seeing it, and it bothers me that I don't think any game does that anymore.
There might be floating things in on the air. But,
Yeah, but nothing, like, spins like that. Has that older school, like, arcadey vibe.
makes it easier if you just don't wake up, so... Coming with me.
I don't actually want you, but, like, I need you to...
There we go.
Keep your subconscious, boys. Got it, Snake. Push, douche, douche.
You know what to do. Start the initiation. Still asleep. Stop.
Just don't worry, Snake. We brought 10 bricks per person.
They don't live. They don't belong on the team. I thought you were a nice guy.
I'm about cultivating the strong. Big boss only has big employees. Done.
Big savings at Big Boss's Emporium.
Going into retail, guys. Put on your aprons. We're gonna make an honest living from now on.
Learn the basics of a clean saving. It's like, shut up. Now I have the M63. Transport that back to the truck for now.
Learn the basics of CQC. Clean, quick checkout.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Do it now.
We're gonna repurpose your knives. They're gonna be for opening boxes. We're not gonna be hiding in them. We're taking things out.
Each box nets you a nice surprise. Don't look left. Don't look left. He looked left. It's just your imagination.
Is he like twitching? Oh, I see. He wasn't knocked out.
Who's that?
He knows. Ow, ow, ow. No, I haven't really used a gun other than my, you know, Frank.
This is patrol.
But John is ready to commit murder.
I think the first person to finally kill someone was John.
What's going on out there?
Damn straight. With an AK-47, no less.
Yeah.
We can't spare any reinforcements. You'll have to make do.
Oh, wait, I'm picking up a body. I can't see.
How strong are his legs?
Very strong. Hey, there's a box there. Hey, can we deliver someone real quick? There's a box right there. Too dangerous.
Well, you could otherwise. Wait for it, and now.
What if they grab them all at once? That'd be great, but only one of them's probably gonna go.
Don't know until you try.
That was me. Don't ask how. I did it. Do you want to recruit that enemy soldier? Got it.
Yeah.
Did that really capture them all? I mean, man, that makes things way easier now that I'm learning. If I just brought a dead behind, you want to recruit that soldier?
Wait, can you actually try to, please? I'm pretty sure it can't, but like.
HQ.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Nothing like an odd two
Acknowledged.
boxes
The
sitting
enemy is
next
still
to each
nearby.
other. I want him to be like, why would you? He's dead. Only for retrieving soldiers.
Oh. Dead people aren't soldiers. You heard it here first. I don't know why, but for some reason saying that made me think of like Hades Shades from Age of Mythology, and I had this massive urge to play that. That was weird. Remember playing Age of Empires a lot?
Yeah, then you gave up on it.
Oh, okay.
It kept wanting to update, waiting for you.
It never stops updating. They'll never stop, like, quit, abandon the game.
I mean,
There
they've
was
added
a fourth one.
Yeah, they put DLC into it still. Last time we played, I bought the fucking DLC for shits and giggles so I could play the whatever it added.
And it's already out of date, like any Payday DLC.
Who's that?
Took you a while to realize who I was. Anyway, not doing great. Way more. This is what she wanted me to see. Lockers. should have known.
Feel like were stairs too complicated, or they just really like ramps?
They're accessible. So for all you know, that is a staircase. It's just the textures are all merged together. So if I have to go up against anything that I need to like blow up or whatever, I like only have TNT. I'm like, I should, just in case there's like a huge boss battle, I should really be equipping Snake with like, I don't know, a machine gun or something with ammo. Because I get the feeling this is not going to go well for me.
Freeze! Yankee dog. Keep your filthy paws off my collection.
Well, if it isn't Colonel Skaronsky. I'd heard you were on the run, but to think a base commander such as yourself would be caught hiding in a place like this.
Shut up! You think you scoundrels can just do as you please on my base? As soon as my reinforcements arrive from Russia, we will crush you like the vermin you are. We will teach you whose base this really is. The same goes for that bastard Gene as well.
Pathetic. Is it hard, being an officer that is, when no one follows your orders?
Silence! What are you? You're a monster.
You try to kill a man, then call him monster?
That cuts deep.
Such crude behavior.
Damn it! My arm!
If you let go of the gun, that would have happened.
I'd heard an intruder was lurking about here, and here I find I've come all this way for nothing. I'd been hoping to see the face of an old friend.
So
Wasn't
Metal Gear
I?
3, we had electric.
Snake?
Now we have ice.
My raison d'etre. You're not worth killing. But I can't have you wandering around like this. There. That should hold you.
How dare you put me in a cage like a cow?
Be quiet.
Or a pig, or any other farm
Blood
animal.
should melt sometime before you starve to death. Best to save your strength.
That was fantastic.
Dave, you're sure.
Python, you're alive.
Wait.
By the name of Python's alive, but I don't know.
Who's there?
Hi.
Have you come back to kill me, Yankee dog? Guards, to my side! Eliminate the intruder! This is a direct order from Colonel Skaronsky!
I think anyone cares.
Oh, that's his front face.
Before? Do not worry. My orders fall upon deaf ears anyway. 4 weeks. It's been 4 weeks since that
Orders fell upon deaf
Gene
ears,
arrived
that's
here.
right. I command the
Those 4
disabled.
weeks,
Oh, great.
everything has changed.
Aren't there any soldiers still loyal to you?
You must be joking.
Oh, the blind.
Wouldn't you like to
Oh,
know how
sorry.
in just 4 weeks, that man was able to bring the entire peninsula under his control?
He announced he was building a mercenary nation, right? A country of soldiers.
Ha! A mercenary nation? Preposterous! This Piper has them all dancing to his tune. But I won't be fooled. His methods are simpler. His tools lie deep in the hearts of all men. Greed.
Cholesterol.
And that which lays beneath it. Fear. He simply reaches beyond the impenetrable wall that guards men's hearts, and then strikes! Strikes at their most vulnerable point.
Doesn't sound that
Fear.
impenetrable then.
Yes, fear.
Fear?
Compared with the fear that man brought with him, that puny weapon you carry is harmless. You have no idea. no idea how terrible that man truly is.
Fear, huh? Lavochkin, LA-5. What's a World War II fighter doing here?
It's a part of my collection. Once the king of Russian fighters, it could hold its own against the Focke-Wulf and the Messerschmitt.
Now it's nothing because
Were you
time
a fighter
advanced.
pilot?
Indeed I was.
Yes, a fighter.
If only I had a MiG. Or a Sukhoi. I would riddle Jean's body with holes this very day. Somebody! Anybody! Bring me a plane! A plane!
Why do I only have 2 fingers and a thumb?
It happens.
I see his buddy there's insane.
What a weirdo. Well, forget about Skorotsky. Let's continue the search. Somehow I don't think that drunk was what she wanted us to find. What if I did want to find him? You don't want to kiss him. I gotta shake his hand or else I'll be in trouble. That's strange. That crate looks a bit out of place. Maybe, and it's labeled "Made in the USA." That's gotta be it. What you wanted me to find. Where's it? This is Snake. I found the crate they were keeping the prototype weapon in. How can you be so sure? It's Weed's "Made in the USA" on the crate. They must have disguised it to make it look like it was headed for Vietnam. Interesting. So what's the problem? I just checked some of the crates and they're empty. The contents must have already been shipped out of the harbor. What, are you saying this was all a wild goose chase? Looks that way, but there's one other thing that caught my attention. What, it's got the Babe of the Month centerfold taped to it? No, this isn't your bedroom we're talking about. They left a bunch of spare parts behind. Heat rounds for a recoilless cannon. Spare barrels for an M1919. And bulletproof armor close to 5 inches thick. Oh, Snake, those sound like parts for a tank or an armored vehicle. There's got to be some mistake. The new weapon the U.S. was developing was supposed to be able to hit every major city in Russia, right? It's got to be something along the lines of a ballistic missile or an aircraft. I know that. But by the looks of the crate, it was definitely a land-based weapon, I'm sure of it. Something doesn't add up here. We might be overlooking something important. I'll see what else I can find here. Alright, be careful, Snake. Hope it's not a Metal Gear. Campbell. Who is this? Oh, I'm sorry. I just heard a familiar voice and thought I'd say hello. I can't thank you enough for taking
My
care
ghost from Call of Duty.
taking care of Volgin. Volgin at Groznygrad? Yes, so you do remember. Who are you? Sorry, but I can't reveal my name just yet. For now, you can call me Prividyeni. I have no idea how to even start with that. Ghost. Call me whatever you please. After all, the name is nothing more than a decoration. But more to the point, I was listening in on your conversation just now. You seem to have quite an interest in the prototype weapon. Know something about it? Do you remember the Shagohod? That monster that Sokolov built? It was a nuclear-armed tank that could fire a nuclear missile from the ground. And you mean, at last you're beginning to catch on. So the prototype weapon that Jean stole is a nuclear tank? But the Shagohod was only capable of firing a single intermediate-range missile. It couldn't possibly hit every major city in Russia. You're right, the old Shagohod could never do that. But America has already developed a working MIRV. Multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles. Single ballistics missile that carries multiple nuclear warheads, each capable of striking a different target. That would let it hit multiple cities at once. Precisely. I needed a sip of water, but MIRVs do have their weak point. MRVS, whatever. Low accuracy. The high cost of deployment and the inability to control them once they've been launched. The prototype that Gene stole is a nuclear tank developed by America to make up for these shortcomings. A new type of nuclear tank? The new design travels along a ballistic trajectory that allows it to infiltrate the territory of any country in the world. No ABM system would be able to stop it. And as a nuclear launch platform carrying multiple warhead missiles, it can penetrate any type of terrain and neutralize any enemy country all by itself without requiring any support whatsoever. So Gandhi was onto something. It's like, no, it's not Civ. So they're going to strap the Shagohod to an ICBM and launch it into the enemy country? That's possible? It would be impossible for the Shagohod, but what if it were something smaller and more mobile, for instance? A walking tank? And what if you used a booster far more powerful than the Shagohod's, like the Saturn rocket they used to launch the Apollo lunar module? A walking tank. Of course. At the same time Sokolov was developing the Shagohod, Granin Lab was developing a bipedal walking tank in Krasnograd called Metal Gear. Ghost. You Granin, the man who designed Metal Gear? No, Granin must be dead. He was killed by Volgin. Ah, Granin. That name brings back memories. But go ahead and believe I'm Granin if you like. So Metal Gear is actually a walking nuclear tank equipped with multiple small nuclear warheads. Exactly. However, it is still in the preparation stage. It's not ready to launch yet. What was stolen from America was only the Metal Gear vehicle itself. Dean intends to arm it with the Soviet-made warheads stored on this peninsula. But can it use Soviet warheads? Oh wait, the blueprints for the Metal Gear were originally Soviet-made too. I'm surprised they were able to smuggle something of that size out of America. They had a government official involved. He is said to be dead. But I'm guessing he is at an airport or other likely places regretting what he has done. Alright, I got it. So if I take out the nuclear storage facility on this peninsula, we can prevent Metal Gear from being launched. I'll give you whatever help I can. Even if I am a ghost, it still doesn't feel right to let them launch Metal Gear into the motherland. Okay, I'll believe you, ghost. My frequency is 144.78. Counting on you to stop Metal Gear. Were you? No, it's just... Curing thing. A man called Ghost. I'm not sure if we can really trust this guy yet, but those spare parts Snake found led his story some credits, and for now we'll just have to take his word for it.
Anyway.
In any event, we now know that this new Metal Gear weapon is just a frame. It hasn't been armed with nukes. I have a great idea of who it might be, but I'm going to keep it to myself. We can find the nuclear storage facility and render the nukes unusable. Metal Gear will be nothing but a pile of useless scrap, right? That settles it. Our next mission is to find the nuclear storage facility. Now that we're over the bridge and into the east side of the peninsula, there are a lot of areas we need to that again. Let's redeploy our spy units and start collecting intel on Metal Gear and the nuclear warheads. As for the sneaking unit, why don't you go get us some more new recruits? By the way, do you know about the medical and technical units? As new recruits come in, try assigning some of them to the medical unit and technical unit. They'll make your soldiers' wounds heal faster and develop new weapons and items for you. In the meantime, we'll be waiting for word from our spy units. Trust your men to do their job.
How do they develop new things if we don't have a supply chain?
It's because we have the Great Dane and Jellyfish. I like how he's like, you need more
jellyfish.
We need more recruits, and I'm like, I already have like I have 3 squads worth of sneaks. Makes enemies faster. There we go, now we got some. We have reports of an existence of documents containing classified information related to the nuclear storage facility. With these documents, I believe that we can determine the location of the nuclear storage facility. Snake, we did it. We finally found it. The map to the nuclear storage facility is in the Soviet security base. Wait a minute, didn't I just go there on my own? It's at the security, but no, okay, it's that, not where I was. Security base. The map to the nuclear storage facility is in the Soviet security base. Hop into the truck, we're heading out. When you had malaria?